Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on? What's going on?
Well, this fella's back with the shades again. Keep it pounding.
We keep it gangster and pounded. What's going on, guys?
Saying we just here, getting ready for another week.
I'm
Another
getting
week
ready
of
for a bye
football.
week.
Eagles got a bye week. Well, today we'll go through our previews. Simone will go through the preview of his 49ers and Bengals game. I'll go through the preview of the Panthers and Falcons, and then we'll make our picks for the rest of the games.
And we'll talk about a little bit of the Eagles bye week as well.
As well. Yeah. All right, Simone. I'll give you the floor to talk about the big matchup, 49ers and Bengals. Sounds like a good matchup.
No, no, no,
Shake
no,
his head no.
no. This ain't gonna be no big matchup. This is gonna be a injury riddle game that'll test the backups. I will go. I think I will go into this game confident because I thought if we are into this game healthy, I don't really want to see that matchup with Burrow, these two prolific wide receivers, the run game, and everything that's going on. But look like we ain't gonna get it because according to the injury report, on both sides, the team's looking skimpy. It looks like the Bengals are not gonna go with Joe Mixon in practice a week. He's sick, so he ain't know if he gonna go. Burrow, he's a full participant, so he gonna go with he pinky. I was hoping that he would not go, cause that gonna be trouble. From the final side, Greenlaw, he ain't going, so that's another linebacker we ain't going with. Elijah Mitchell out, number one running back, so that's another punch in the mouth right there. Emmanuel Mosley, he out with a high ankle sprain, so that's one of our starting corner gone. And then the backup corner for Dante Jensen, he ain't practice. He got some personal matter going on, so he ain't practice. So again, this week, what we're gonna see is Josh holding Norman on one side, and you're gonna have probably one of the rookies out on the other side. Hopefully, we put a rookie on the other rookie, and we put Norman on Higgins, and we don't put Norman on Chase. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But without Joe Mixon, I think we are right. But they might air ball against us. They might air ball against us. It's gonna be a good test. It's gonna be a good test for the rookie. It's gonna be a good test against Josh Norman, which I expect he can have at least 2 holding penalties in that game, and we can see what happens. But it's gonna come down to if we could establish a run. I don't know how we're gonna do it without Elijah Mitchell. If we could establish a run and control the possession of the ball, like what we do against some other teams for 10, 12 minutes of the quarter, the man defense ain't that tough. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I don't know.
So what do you think the 49ers game plan should be Sunday?
Run the ball.
Just keep running it.
Run the ball. Debo is back. Do your thing with Debo. If they leave Kittle open it up with Kittle because we're gonna have to get creative in the backfield. Hopefully, Brandon, you come off again. Now that Debo back, he started to get in the stride again. But without Elijah Mitchell in that backfield, we're gonna be seeing a combination of Jeff Wilson, Juszczyk. You might see Trey Sermon out there. Still don't equal to that one, Kyle Shanahan does right the hot hand. You can't go with the 3 of them who can get hot. We might have a turn to Debo again. So I don't mind that turn to Debo, but you don't want to re-injure Debo with that groin. Don't re-aggravate that groin.
So what about the defensive game plan? Stopping the 3 prolific wide receivers in Boyd,
I know what we're gonna
Chase, and Higgins.
I don't know what we're gonna do. Like I said, we got one corner back there. It's Josh Norman. He even he's a fill-in right now because all our corners injured. Like I say, Emmanuel Mosley injured, high ankle sprain. He got for 4-5 weeks. Dante Johnson, I never did like him in the first place, but he out with an illness, so it's gonna be Norman and the rookie Leno. So I don't know. The safeties might have to step up. We might have to put a linebacker to cover somebody. We might have to play you know what I'm saying? You might have to go there and do a damn a 10 in Lego. You know what I'm saying? The linebacker spread wide. If Joe Mixon ain't playing, that can help us out a little bit, right? We ain't gonna worry about that run too much. Who's on my backup? I really don't know.
Yeah, they put pressure on that line.
I have
Right.
no idea. I think it's what's his name, boy? He used to play with Perrine.
Kareem?
So
Pirine?
I
Correct.
Imagine
think so.
Pirine
Yeah.
or Pirine or
I
whatever.
think so.
Correct.
Not
You know what I'm saying?
100% sure, but I think it's one of those guys.
Well, both are playing. You know what I'm saying? That pressure don't come. I think the game plan, the defensive game plan should be pressure borrow. So you run the pockets. Hopefully you make mistakes. Jamar Chase has not been playing good for the last 2-3 games. He's been dropping a lot of passes, popping balls up in the air, making interceptions, making force the ball to Chase, trying to shut down Higgins on the other side. Maybe double Higgins with a safety in a corner on Higgins, a safety in a corner on Higgins, and then just leave Jamar Chase implode on himself.
What about Boyd?
I don't know how much. I don't know how much time they're gonna run the three wide receiver set. I don't know. We have to see. I remember them still got the boy there at tight end. So I really don't know what
But
they're
they
gonna
they
do.
basically use he for the red zone. He don't
Boy,
really no Umza.
Omza.
Umza? Yeah, yeah.
So I don't
They
know. I mean, if they come
basically
up,
use he
if they
for
come up the three wide receiver set, our linebackers, well, Fred could cover. And then go to that. Remember that coverage that man were running in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, with Fred were playing deep mid.
Yeah.
They would run
Yeah.
that. They would run that defense if the man go the three way. Because we just saying we don't have the corners right now. Kawan Williams still there, no? But he does play the slot corner. So we could shift to that. But then that take away a linebacker, which we don't have. That may be the best idea. We may just go in there and run a 4-2, and then the rest is the corners. So we gotta see. We gotta see what mood them come out. We gotta see how Jimmy come out. Jimmy coming out with a 50-50 game these days. I don't know what's going on.
It's a close spread.
It is. It's a
San Fran.
1.5.
San Fran minus 1.5.
Uh-huh.
It's a close ass spread. And the over under is 48.5. So
Right. So, like I say, we might have got an advantage that Joe Mixon is out because they don't have, all running back out too, but they don't have the depth of running back like we do. And then I really want to know how healthy is Burrow with that pinky. Because he didn't look freaking too tough when he got that injury. And I know he wanted to go, but we're going to see. If he can't pass that ball too deep, as long as we play clean, we're going to dot him up in the pocket. Bosa must get a sack, couple. Them boys going to wreck the middle. Them going to wreck the middle because Cincinnati offensive line ain't that tough. So we're going to see.
I know you guys gonna rush the passer, yeah. You gotta throw Burrow off his game. I mean, if they don't have Joe Mixon, then
He practice
more pressure on Burrow.
Burrow, right?
Yeah, to do more. But then again, no, you got to see if your cornerbacks could pull up with the trio of Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Tyler Boyd.
It'll come down to how much pressure we can put on him, right? If they might come out, if they commit to passing, then we're gonna need to step up on our pass rush. A couple of blitzes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Kawan coming on a blitz, them kind of things, just shake him up a little bit. Like I say, we go to that deep mid coverage like we were running the Super Bowl. That might be the best thing, and then send the slot corner on a blitz at Burrow, and make him move, get him out of the pocket running. He can be afraid to take a hit, because he hot. I don't care what he say, he hot. He hot. So we gotta see.
So what's your prediction for the game?
I'm gonna say 28-17 Niners.
Niners?
28-17.
28-17.
That's about 2 touchdown victory, maybe.
2 touchdown victory. Spread what? 1.5. I think we can get them by 2. I think we get them by 2. I think we're gonna come out. We're gonna possess the ball. We're gonna run down them throat. We gonna score. Our defense is gonna be too crazy for Burrow to handle. Our defensive line gonna bully that offensive line. I think we can get 2 touchdown score, and we ain't gonna look back. We ain't gonna look back.
Sounds good. I mean, you guys know what you're up against.
Yeah. How good is Fred Water hamstring too as well?
Well, they said he had no setbacks, and they were just precautioning him last week.
Easy for that hamstring to flare up.
Right.
You're trying to open up on that speed sometimes. So
and that's the concern I have with Debo as well.
With Debo too, yeah.
You know what's a groin injury.
Yeah.
So how much we gonna use Debo, or is Kittle gonna have a crazy game again? I don't think that the Bengals have the defensive firepower to guard Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle, and
But
still worry about
they just gave up about 40-something points to the Chargers. So
right. And then we still have, even though we don't have Elijah Mitchell, we still got three running backs that can come out of the backfield and hurt you still.
I don't think they have anyone on that team who would actually cover Kittle.
Right.
yeah, I don't know who's the
Yeah.
defensive.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
stalwart
who's
on
the
team.
linebacker or safety or corner who could actually cover Kittle on that team.
I know they got Jesse Bates, but he's more of a free safety. He's the
Right.
locking safety out in the back. I don't know who the other safety is. The
Who could
corners
actually man Kittle? You know what I mean?
right. I don't know the
Yeah.
corners. I can't remember off my head. They got Owuzie. You don't have Owuzie?
Yeah, I will see it.
I
I
will
know
see
he was injured. He had injured last game, you know. I mean, he was a little
But right now,
last game.
the Bengals are 27th against the pass. So from fourth against the rush, 27 against the pass. So on defense, so you should be able to get a good bit of yards on that defense.
Like I said, we're gonna see from the first series, when the first series pop off, with the movement that Shanahan do behind the line of scrimmage,
Right.
we're gonna see how their defense react to that movement, see how they react, if they get fake out, if they follow, if they stay
Some
home,
motion,
if they get
yeah.
answer, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we're gonna move in the back and we're gonna see what happens. And we're gonna see. I think it's a game that we should win. No matter how they play right now, I think it's a game that we should win against Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. But a lot of games that we should have win, that we just fucking choke. But we're gonna see.
I mean, that's why we play. That's why we play the games on Sunday.
You win this game, you have a better chance of making the playoffs. You lose this game, then
Yeah, we lose this game, we're gonna be a struggle. I mean,
yeah,
but if
got
we
one
win
foot
this,
out.
right, we win this game, we could solidify ourselves. We're still going closer and closer. Like I say, the back end of the schedule really look weak. Tennessee trying to come back. I see them call up Julio Jones again, but still Tennessee is a run first team that I just don't think they could do it without Derrick Henry. And then you got your two favorite team coming up, the Rams at the end of the season. But I ain't too worried.
I think a lot of teams in the NFC were hoping that Steelers beat the Vikings because then
yeah.
Oh,
now with the Vikings winning that, they got what? They're 6-7 now, so I think a lot more pressures on those teams fighting for those 6 and 7 seeds.
That playoff spot, exactly.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna talk about the other teams going on to the end of the show preview, but them two teams suck. That one of the suckiest games I see on Thursday in my life. Suck. What we
I
gonna
would
see later?
fully say the Vikings. I think the Vikings have underachieved. That's my thing.
They're underachieved.
Yeah,
Suck.
they've underachieved. That team is actually that team is
That team has talent.
They have talent. Everybody got talent. Everybody's
No, but they got elite talent on that team. On offense and defense.
You got
Harrison Smith,
you got
Anthony Barr, Eric Kendricks.
You got all pro running back.
Yeah,
That's one. You got a all pro Justin Jefferson and basically all pro Thielen. You got Chris Herndon and Conklin as their tight ends. You got a very good offense.
You got Justin Jefferson.
Right. Mike Zimmer, he's a defensive coach. So you should have you got what you call it? You got well, I know they're missing some people up front, the Neil Hunter, Everson Griffin, those guys, but they still got Harrison Smith, they got Anthony Barr, they got Eric Hendricks. So they got Peterson.
Where were they Thursday?
The quarterback.
Hold on.
Quarterback.
The quarterback don't play defense. Where when it was 29-0 in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden the damn they throw away the damn game. Where were they?
They probably started playing prevent defense.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Normally when you have a big lead like that, usually teams are normally start playing prevent defense.
And then they just slack off. They don't want to get beat over the top.
You play and then win the game.
And then cutting through that interception kind of swing the momentum.
I was waiting for somebody to mention his name. He sucked bad. Justin Jefferson, me and Katie said I watched that game.
Yeah.
I watching Justin Jefferson get
We're
open
getting wide open
every
consistently.
play, wide open. You know, Kirk Cousins
Yeah.
do? If Kirk Cousins ain't overthrow him, he underthrow him. All kind of nonsense. Wide open, nobody around the man. 10 yards, 5 yards, nobody around this man, and you overthrowing your star wide receiver in a clean pocket.
That's why the Vikings are where they are because they don't have an elite quarterback.
They
You got
suck.
to have an elite quarterback in this league.
Thank God that
You
is
got to
good.
have an elite quarterback in this league. Even you can have elite running back, elite running game, but if you don't have that elite arm at a quarterback position, you won't get far. For this, you make it as a wild card, and that's it.
Thank God.
You might make it to a number one seed in a championship game, but you ain't win a Super Bowl.
Thank
And
God for Dalvin Cook. Thank God Dalvin Cook had a broken game.
I think the NFL knows that Kirk Cousins ain't gonna want to lead the Vikings team.
Everybody knows that by now.
I think everyone in the NFL finally realized that
Yeah.
he does good stuff, but he's not gonna lead you to.
Can he actually take you over the top? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not going to lead you or take you.
Can he actually be the one to win you with his arm? You know what I mean? So I mean, they've been winning some games now and again, but when it comes to playoff time, playoff football, can he actually do it? He did it once before against the Saints, probably 2 years ago, but that was about it.
Done.
And that was probably a wild card game. But can he actually take you to a wild card win?
Wasn't that crazy play that against the Saints when he didn't want to pass
No.
Line?
That was Case Keenum.
Oh, okay.
That was Case Keenum. But another year again is with Cousins when they beat the Saints. I think it was in overtime. And that was I think that was a wild card game.
I don't know.
I mean,
he has never fully performed in the playoffs other than that one game.
I personally feel that the Vikings underachieved because that's a team that shouldn't be 6-7. And they lost a few games too that just
a few close games.
A lot of those games are close, yeah.
Close games late in the fourth quarter.
Any team here could say that. Any team can say that we shouldn't be 6-7.
But if you got read the teams that are up top is the teams that have the elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Other than the Patriots.
So look at it.
What?
Like
teams
look at
up top,
it, look at it like what Jizzle just say. If you look at the standings in the NFC, all the teams that either 6-6 or 5-7 or 5-6, none of them got top tier quarterback.
Yep.
None.
Exactly. None.
I didn't come up with that. You don't need a top tier quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
You don't need a top tier quarterback.
Oh, yeah?
In this day and age,
Trent Dilfer.
Okay, but no, in the way the league,
top tier defense. But
you don't need a elite quarterback.
That's gonna happen every 20 years.
No matter it happens.
But we know
every 20 years.
Shane, we know the league is a pass happy league right now.
It's a pass happy league. You have to throw that ball. You have to have that quarterback.
You got like Gisela was saying that one of the last shows, there's gonna be a time that Heineken gonna have to lead that team.
He gonna have to lead the team through that ball.
But if you look at the standings, how the standings is right now, all those teams that are between 5th place and about 10th place, that list there, none of them have a quarterback that you would go there and say, I want he leading my team.
Exactly.
Not right now. If you look at the list, the 49ers, Garoppolo played into the Super Bowl, but I'm sure but you don't even see him as your long-term quarterback because you got length, so you're not gonna take. The Vikings.
But for Garoppolo to lead the 49ers, he would have to step his game up too.
Yeah, exactly.
He would have to step his game up. He got to step his game up a notch.
He's still
same thing for Dak.
Yeah,
even for Dak.
You see, if you're going into a playoff game and not a defensive coordinator, someone will say we gotta shut down Dak. You wouldn't hear somebody say we gotta shut down Garoppolo. They would say just fluster the Garoppolo. He bound to throw 1-2 picks to just throw you off. So I mean, it's different in terms of how they view each quarterback because look at Washington. Washington on a nice little streak, but I'm sure if we go into the playoffs and Washington in the playoffs, and they doing scouting on them. Nobody talking about Heineke. They talking about we got to shut down Antonio Gibson. We got to
Antonio
look at Terry
Gibson.
McLaren. We got. They ain't saying, well, we got a game plan around Heineke. He's gonna
Heineke,
tread us.
yeah.
He ain't gonna. Not they ain't gonna say that. They're gonna say that for Kyler Murray. They're gonna say that for Tom Brady. They're gonna say that for Dak. And believe it or not, Shane and
They're gonna say for the
say that
Rams.
for Stafford too.
Yeah, say for Stafford too.
They're gonna say it for Stafford too.
You got confused Stafford. You can't get Stafford comfortable. He gonna trade you.
Stafford confused his damn self. I keep that every week. We gotta go through this. Every week I go. Can the real Stafford please stand up? Every week. Every week we gotta say. I don't know. Are you in love with Stafford?
The arm partner, the arm.
I rate Stafford. I don't know about you. I know you don't rate him, but I rate him.
Stafford is a good quarterback, you know. He's a very good quarterback. But what has he done for me lately?
He got a Rams to the 8-4 record.
Oh, just gonna say so.
He got a 8-4 record.
Like I say.
That's 4 games. That's 4 games above 500. That's a lot.
Like I say, can the real Stafford please stand up? You lose 3 games in a row. Win against Aubameyang's goon squad. Now he gotta play. Who he playing? He playing Arizona, right? Arizona is playing this week.
Arizona.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Continue. We don't want.
We got someone here. We got someone here in the chat.
Let's go.
Monique Francis. Big up, Monique. Welcome to Island Boys Football Talk.
Welcome.
She's a big Bears fan. Big Chicago Bears fan.
All right, Chicago.
Well, tell her to call in. Call in. Send us your email. Let's call in. Let's hear what you got to say about the Bears.
That's a lot of cussing.
A
lot of cussing. You might hear that. I hear it every week.
I mean,
she said, "Go Bears." Yeah, Munchie.
You got it right out there with your team. You got it right.
Yeah,
with your team.
Yeah. She's a ride or die. She's a ride or die Bears fan. She's a big time better. Big time sports better.
She ain't betting on the Bears. I'll tell you that for now.
Nah. It depends. She follow the spreads and the spread and stuff like that too.
But I would like to know what she think about the state of the Bears. What's the state of the Bears for the next 5 games and then the off season? I'd just like to know what the state of the Bears.
Fire Nagy.
Yeah,
I'm sure she like me today.
Yeah, she like me today.
She like me today. He has to go. His time in Chicago is up. We know that for a fact. If he stays there any longer, he'll ruin Justin Fields.
Say uniform look. Would you like a lot? She said the uniform look cute. Well, that says it right there. That's it for the Bears.
Yes. All right. So, Mr. No offensive coordinator had a bye week last week. Fire your offensive coordinator had a bye week. Now you're coming out here. Who's your offensive coordinator this week?
Jeff Nixon.
Who?
Matt Rule's best friend.
Another one.
So I guess
another one.
So look,
so what do you expect to see this week?
So when you eventually look at it, all said and done, the previews are always gonna be how the Panthers look offensively. Defensively, we know what we got. I mean, we took a hit with Dante Jackson, but we got more than enough corners that Phil Snow said that Stephon Gilmore, CJ Anderson, they're going to play some more. We still have Keith Taylor that's coming up, AJ Bouye. So we still got the pauses, and you shouldn't really be, well, I'm not going to say shouldn't, but I don't think anyone's afraid of the Falcons' offense. You got Cardell Patterson. Last time we played, we did a very good job on them. Stephon Gilmore was on Kyle Pitts. I think he had 2 catches the whole game. And then you got to keep an eye on Cardell Patterson. But the big story is, how will this new look offense look? How will it look in terms of the run-pass concept? But 1 minute I'm hearing Matt Rule saying, we got to run the ball. And then he said in a press conference this week, In order for us to beat the Falcons, we're gonna have to pass the ball. But you gotta make up your damn mind.
So
I
sound
don't
like
know which one you wanna do.
I'm confused.
Well, Jeff Nixon is. I want to see how good our friend Matt Rule is because Jeff Nixon is his best friend. They went to high school together. He was Baylor's offensive coordinator. So, and then
But
he
but
said
here,
he said in the
What was he before the quarterbacks coach?
running back. He's the
Running
running
back
back
coach?
coach. He was the running backs coach in Miami for about 3-4 years. Then he was somewhere else, and then he went to Baylor, and he was there. But he was with Matt Rule as the co-offensive coordinator, running backs coach there. And then when he came over here, he's the senior offensive assistant and the running backs coach. So, I mean, no Christian McCaffrey. He's gonna mix it up with Amir Abdullah and Chuba Hubbard. So it's about how the concept changed because he said I can't install a new offensive system in 2 to 3 days, which is the baffling part as to why Nat Rule waited the whole week to fire Joe Brady when you had a bye week. You could have fired Joe Brady on Monday or Tuesday, get some stuff going that week for the bye week, and then prep
Right.
for the other week.
That's
I
true.
don't really know what you can do much now when he just got the job. I do believe
They're probably gonna
because
stick with
he
the
and Matt
same
Rule
game
is
plan.
so close.
Yeah.
I do believe Matt Rule had already told him Joe Brady's gonna get fired. Get ready to set up your offense. I do believe that was always the keys. So he probably had a head start on it that we just didn't know. But you're still gonna have the same problems. Our two starting guards are out. I mean, they weren't even good to start with. So even if they're out, the, whoever's behind them, if they're bad, so the backup's got to be worse. So our two starting guards are out. Our center, we got Pat Eflin. Cam Irvin is back. You would think that would be a good thing, but that just make me sick to my stomach to hear he's back. Only Taylor Morton on the line, so you're still gonna end up in the same problems. If the line can't hold up, Cam ain't gonna have time to throw. And when Cam don't have time to throw, that's when he's inaccurate. When he got time to throw, then he can pass the ball. But without Cam having time, he's gonna miss the throws. And I I want to see PJ Walker in the game a bit too, cause he actually knows the offense more. But I think if you're looking at it from a Panthers perspective, it's all about is Cam gonna be the quarterback next year? That I think that's what Carolina is looking at. We have to leave Cam play these next few games and actually see if we're gonna put him in as the bridge quarterback next year for a young quarterback, or we need to move on. Because even if we draft a quarterback, we're gonna still have to. They ain't gonna start him that first year. I guarantee you that.
Right. Yeah.
They're not gonna start him. So who's gonna be the bridge quarterback? For sure, it's not gonna be Donald.
I
For
got
sure, it's
Donald.
not gonna be PJ Walker. No,
I got I
they
got Donald on
they
contract.
he his 5th year option, but they already said they're gonna pay like four. So his 5th year option is 18 million. They're gonna do something like what they did to Teddy. So like if they trade Donald to say like just say like the finance for 6 round, they would pay 14 million off of the 18 million
Right.
just to get him off your hands. Because according to them, they say sources say that there's still organizations around the league that value Donald as a good backup or developmental thing. So be more than happy to take him. I don't want him. It look like I got put a towel over my head to see that he see a goal line because I don't know. But I think what I really want to do is just to see if Cam can play how well he plays to see if he's that bridge quarterback next year.
Right.
And I'm not expecting nothing big in this game, but I do expect the Panthers to win, beat the Falcons. I think the Falcons in a worse situation than the Panthers. The offense is the defense is deplorable. The offense isn't good
Right.
either.
Exactly. They don't have the
So
starting wide receiver.
right, our defense is on paper way better than the Falcons.
You
And
should be
our
able to shut down
offense,
that
we have
offense.
more weapons. Yeah. So
Right.
I do believe if you
Y'all
ask
gonna
me a
get
score,
y'all gonna get a whole lot of Cordell Patterson. A
yeah,
whole
but
lot.
they tried it last game too, and we that was the game plan. Put Stephon Gilmore on Pitts, and then everybody shadow Patterson. They had nobody else to do anything. So that worked because remember I said Pitts only had 2 catches, and the whole defense walked around Carter Patterson. So that was good. I think with the score is going to be. I don't think the Panthers going to score much, but I think it's like 24-14, Carolina. At least 24-14 or 24-17, around there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it'll be a closer game than that. It might even be a 24-21 if you ask me.
I don't think.
You think Atlanta will put up? You think Atlanta will put up 21 points?
The divisional game, 1, 2.
Yeah, but
2. What was the score last game? She did.
I gotta check that back.
With Brian Bones and what his name is on the edge. I think they should be able to put some pressure on Matt Ryan.
And that's the thing. Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
Could Patterson can't do that?
And Cam Newton.
But that's what I tell you, shit. I don't think they could do that.
If the offensive coordinator should come up with a quick passing game to get Cam in rhythm. You know what I mean?
So look, we beat the Falcons last time 19-13. They only scored 13. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It will be about 24-14 or at least 24-17.
Right. I don't see them scoring 21 points. I don't see that.
I can't see
14 points.
A new offensive coordinator.
No, but see, my thing isn't
Cam coming off the bench. He gonna try to come out there and play super man.
No, I think the reason I said 24-14 is because I think the defense is gonna give Carolina's defense is gonna give the offense good field position. Because I don't think their offense is gonna do much against our defense. And Cam and them may have some short fields to work with that he don't have to do much.
And at the same time, you come in with a new offensive coordinator. You don't the Falcons defense don't know what to expect or what gonna happen with a new offensive coordinator.
Usually the first game it kind of just lasts. You got nothing to go off of.
Exactly.
So could work in our favor. Hopefully it does.
You might see Robbie Anderson down the field a whole lot more.
I would love to see that because it looked like he got some kind of glue in his shoes that he can't go down the field no more.
So you might see that some more. You might see some more deep roads down the field.
So I'm expecting 24-14, 24-17. That's about it. And Carolina will get the win. But like I said, we'll have to see. I'm very skeptical to see how it goes. But I'm still kind of anxious. I mean, I love the Panthers. So I always want the Panthers to win, but I'm just kind of skeptical as to how they respond. And like I say, we would say the same thing like, oh, you play the Falcons. I don't expect you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do against the Falcons. That is true. So I'm kind of like more anxious to see the game against the Bills the next week. But we take it one step at a time. We're playing the Bills the other week, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's gonna be a tough game.
Tough.
That's gonna be a tough game.
But didn't all of us say that the Bills would have ride the Jaguars?
Yeah, we did say that.
That's why we played the game. Didn't we all say that the Phoenix was gonna ride? I mean, not Phoenix. Hit me about Phoenix. Didn't we say that
I'm gonna kick you.
That
the Niners gonna ride?
I know Pittsburgh was gonna beat the Dolphins. Pittsburgh were gonna beat the Lions. Didn't we say the Vikings would have beat the Lions?
Yeah, we did say that.
So it's a lot of stuff that happens. What you thought I was gonna sit at a 49?
That's gonna be the Cardinals.
I just want Shane play the Zach Allen dance. You put it on the thing, leave always viewers see. Leave the viewers see the Zach Allen dance. Why you don't want nobody to see the Zach Allen dance?
That's a bad man dance.
That's why I tell Shane. Shane, you gotta lead a man, just get you there.
Nah.
That's what elite there. I'll post that on our Instagram.
I'll take it up.
So we're expecting 2 victories from the Niners and
the Panthers.
And the Panthers this week.
Yep.
We shall see.
So
all right. So what's on the front for the Eagles this past week?
Well, just this nonsense with this quarterback controversy of should Gardner Minshew start over Jalen Hurts.
That's a stupid controversy.
Exactly. I don't understand. I mean, fans trying to make it a narrative of You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts should be benched because if he played in that game, he would have thrown 400 and something yards and maybe one touchdown or whatever. But honestly, if Jalen Hurts was in that game, he probably would have had at least 200 and something yards, 200 maybe 250 yards, and probably 2 touchdown passing and probably 2 touchdowns rushing. It probably would have been a 40, a 42 to 18 victory. I mean, it don't make sense trying to start Gardner Minshew. You need to see what you can get from Jalen Hurts in these next 4 games, these next stretch of games coming up.
Yeah.
Whether you can decide whether he's going to be your quarterback moving forward, or do you need to draft a quarterback in the 2022 draft? Gardner Minshew can't help you right now.
You see, I think they conflicted because they're in a good position to make the playoffs, whether it's the 6th or 7th seed, but they still need to evaluate Jalen Hurts.
Right. You need to evaluate Jalen Hurts, find out. I mean, right now it's been up and down with Jalen Hurts. 1 minute he show you a good game, next minute he show you a bad game. You know what I mean? The best game I have seen from Jalen Hurts was the first half when he played against the Denver Broncos. That was a great game from Jalen Hurts. But other than that, he's been off and on. Then after he had a horrible game against the Giants a week before. So, I mean, coming up next week is when they'll play the Redskins, and we'll see what happens there. I know for sure that he'll start. He'll come back. And I know that Ron Rivera and what's his name? Jack Del Rio, the defensive coordinator, they'll actually stuff the box and make Jalen Hurts beat you with his arm. So beat them with his arm. So, but there's no reason that way Gardner Minshew should ever be mentioned in the starting quarterback situation. He did what a backup was supposed to do: beat the Jets. That's it. That's what you needed a backup to do. Come in when your starting quarterback is injured. Come in and win a game. That's all you need for your backup quarterback.
Again,
If Gardner Minshew was a decent quarterback with a decent arm, he would have been a starting quarterback somewhere in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Again, too. You're playing the damn Jets.
Right, exactly. And trust me, he didn't throw any great balls to Dallas. Those 2 touchdowns that Dallas got out was on the thrown balls.
Yeah,
I watched you know what I mean? They were like little photos you could actually count.
I had a
one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. You know what I mean? Before Gardner could actually catch the ball. So it's not like you saw a great performance from Gardner Minshew to say, "Oh wow, we need to put him in as a starter and bench Jalen Hurts." Nah.
You know how the media like to run.
The media and the fans.
And not just the media, the fans.
It's the fans. Some of the fans who just, I don't know, they're just doting. They're just crazy.
That's why
I don't understand it.
That's what I tell you last week against the Seahawks. I tell you, I was up battling in our San Francisco chat on Facebook with a fella. He just want to blame Jimmy Garoppolo for the whole goddamn game. I like Jimmy Garoppolo don't play 22 positions on the field.
Right. So I don't understand. I mean, they even kind of radio show saying that they think the bench Jalen Hurts, you know. But the good thing is that next year, and I just nip it in a butt and said that Jalen Hurts is our starting quarterback and he'll start. Once healthy, he'll start against the Washington Redskins. So that's it. But again, Jalen Reagor looked horrible in that game against the Jets. So I think he should be benched at this point.
He's still playing number 2?
He's still playing number 2. I think he should be benched at this point and bring up somebody from the practice squad. Either John Hightower. I see Greg Walker actually do something. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense starting Jalen Reagor anymore. And even against in the return game, punting and kickoff return, he dropped a ball. He muffed a punt in the in a punt game. Happened to pick it up and gain a couple of yards, you know. And then after in the kickoff return, he just like he lose a ball and just realized he dropped on the 1 yard line and decided to pick it up after that. So he doesn't look interested in playing football. So if he doesn't look interested, look like he doesn't have any confidence, bench him.
Yeah.
Bring somebody out of the practice squad who actually has confidence, who will actually play, who can actually help your team. So we'll see. As I say, I'm not a coach. I'm not the only one looking at the team during practice from Monday to Friday. So I'm not doing the walkthroughs. So I mean, we shall see. But
I got a bye this week, right?
Yeah.
Who are you playing coming out of the bye?
Washington, the Washington football team. So we shall see. But
So we're expecting a cool and calm drizzle for tomorrow's
cool, man, cool and calm.
No nice, no this and that about the Eagles or anything.
Right. So I'll be looking closely at the Redskins and the Cowboys game though. I'll be looking at that game because that's a division. That's a division game.
Well, McCarty guarantee a win.
He did.
Well, I just saw something there that says Ron Rivera fired back. I haven't read it as yet, so I wonder what Ron Rivera said.
So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good division. It's gonna be a good game. Usually, NFC East games are usually good games, especially the Redskins and the Washington football team and the Cowboys.
So Ron Rivera said he's now made it about him and what he said. It's not about his players anymore. So I think that's a big mistake.
Yeah, what the hell McCarthy got this? I guarantee a win. Why he just come up and nowhere and this McCarthy ain't good in the head.
McCarthy feel like Heineken can't beat him.
I think the Cowboys should win that game.
They should.
Should win that game.
This is the best team on paper.
Where's the game at?
In Washington. Washington.
I think
in DC.
I think McCarthy just made Dallas put a chip on his shoulder. I think McCarthy just made Washington put a chip on his shoulder.
Washington don't have the cornerbacks to stop Lamb, Cooper, and Gallup.
Nope.
They should eat.
They should.
They should be eating all game. They should be eating all game.
That's the key word there. Should. Well, we've seen some pedestrian performances from the Cowboys.
We'll find out early because it's a 1:00 game, eh?
Washington has a good front seven. So I don't expect Ezekiel Elliott to be running the ball effectively.
I don't expect him to be as effective here.
Exactly. So I expect the passing game to put up some points. I expect the passing game to put up some points and some yards.
They don't run the offense properly, you know. If you got a big back like Ezekiel and you got a speed like Pollard, that man should be hitting 1-2 punches straight down the line, you know. And then when that man step up for that 1-2, you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Cooper. Somebody, them got to respect somebody somewhere. And when you don't respect somebody somewhere, you're going to hit in your mouth. You got to respect Cooper or CeeDee Lamb. You don't respect them, Ezekiel going to hit you in your mouth.
Right.
You respect Ezekiel too much and you play 7 in the box, them damn receivers should be taken out the top.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the game plan is. Well, Rivera and Jack Del Rio going to scheme up against these Cowboys. But it will be a good game. It will be a good game. It's always a good game against Washington and the Washington football team and the Cowboys.
And then with the coaches running off their mouth, should be a little bit more tense. So,
but if Washington wins this game, right? They have a chance to actually win the division. Because right now they're 6-6. Dallas 7 and what? No, Dallas right now Dallas 8-4. Washington 6-6. So if Washington actually could win out, you know what I mean? Because I think they have to play Dallas again.
Yeah, I think they have to play Dallas again.
They have to play Dallas again. They also have to play us, the Eagles, again. I think they have to play the Eagles twice. And Dallas twice, I think. So if Washington actually win out, they could actually win the NFC East.
So Monique said should is the NFL. You never know. Facts.
Yep.
That is true. Everybody should win. But
somehow McCarthy don't find a way to lose a game. He ain't too far from Jason Garrett. Somehow he finds a way to lose a game.
I don't have no kind of
confidence. I don't have no confidence in McCarthy.
Too
much fucking talent on our team, but again, that's like the Vikings, right? A lot of talent on the team.
But they have a better quarterback.
They have a better quarterback.
They have a better quarterback.
And got impressive defense too. You know, I just don't understand. I don't understand. They got very impressive.
I think Mike Zimmer, his time is. I think his time is done. And they need like a fresh price.
We'll see if
again. Yeah.
We'll see Parsons and Diggs could take over that game against Washington.
We'll see.
Parsons Parsons playing out of his mind.
Diggs playing out of his mind.
Diggs going straight on McLaurin 1-on-1.
Yeah. Yep.
He's going to McLaurin. Parsons wanting to get to the quarterback. No, you got the
Parsons
Marcus Lawrence back.
could actually be defensive player of the year this year.
Yeah. No, you got the Marcus Lawrence back as well, so that's an
Yep.
added boost too.
Randy Gregory right there too.
No, I think he's still suspended.
He's still suspended?
Yeah. I know he was suspended. I don't think he come back yet. He just suspended, injured some. He was something
Okay.
around it.
Probably injured, I think. Maybe suspended.
I'll put suspension. I'll put you for suspension. You can't keep away from those stuff. But I mean, those are two. That's gonna be a good game. What games you got on the list? What the list of games is? What's the prediction for these games? What's the list? Somebody put up the list.
You got the Ravens Browns.
Oh.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
You
I'm
going
going
Bronx?
Ravens.
You going Bronx?
Yeah.
I'm going Ravens.
All right, so that's 2-1.
Next
What's
one,
the game?
Jaguars Titans.
Titans.
That could be an upset again. The Titans lost to the Jets.
Hold on. Look at this shit that's going on. Oh man, he's lost that team. He's lost that team.
Probably, but they're still gonna play.
It's in Tennessee. If it was in Jacksonville, I'd probably say the Jaguars.
But the Jets went to Tennessee and beat the Titans.
If Julio is back, I think the Titans win this game.
Julio is back.
I think the Titans win this game.
So we all on.
Right now the spread is Tennessee minus 8.5.
That's a big spread.
So
we're all on Tennessee.
We all on the Titans.
I'm gonna go Jaguars just for the fun of it.
Wow. That's a big upset. Next one, Raiders Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Hey, don't favor your brother, you know.
No, I ain't favor my brother. The Raiders will play the Chiefs good all the time. I get with the Raiders.
The last time Chiefs watch out.
That's okay. I get the Raiders.
You know what the spread is?
10.
Minus 10, you know.
I know.
In Kansas City, you know.
I get put $5 on that.
I think a washout coming out.
I get put $5 on that.
Next game, Saints Jets.
Saints.
Jets.
The Jets are winner? Ain't no way.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
The Jets. All right, wait. Shout out to Jaria for the hail up in the chat.
Big up Jaria.
Shout out Jaria for the chat.
She gonna start coming in here talking about team. She there alone. There's 3 men in here. You gotta start coming I'm here props.
And next one, of course, we talked about it before. The Cowboys and the Washington football team.
I got the Cowboys.
I'm going Washington.
The Cowboys. You think Washington?
This fella all over the place.
I said the Cowboys. Next game,
this shit down.
Falcons, Panthers. We all said the Panthers.
Panthers, yeah.
The Panthers.
And then after the next game,
hold on. Anytime the fucking Panthers lose, you hear me? I let you know. Anytime the Panthers lose,
I think he coming in here with shades on.
Hey,
you gotta put that mask.
Shade running the stream. Somebody put up that Zach Allen dance for me there, please.
Go on here.
Somebody put that Zach Allen dance up.
Go on here.
Then after that, Seahawks, Texans.
Seahawks.
I know you know.
What?
Seahawks. The Texans starting David Mills. The Texans offense, let's just put it how it is. There's no.
I'm gonna go to Seahawks.
The Texans got the 3 words in offense.
I see why you ain't. You're saying you ain't want to go to Seahawks because Jamal Anderson out.
Right, Jamal Adams out.
But who gonna beat them on offense? David Mills?
It's the NFL.
Hey.
It's the
only
NFL.
Only if Coyle without playing you could beat him. David Mills ain't beating nobody.
But I'm gonna go to Seahawks.
Alright.
Next one is Broncos Lions.
Broncos.
I think the Lions gonna get donut.
But DeAndre Swift, neither Jamal Williams playing.
Right. So they're gonna get donut.
That's it.
Then Chargers Giants.
Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Then we said before 49ers Bengals.
Niners.
Bengals.
Look at fucking
Yeesh.
yo. I want to go back to the Panthers game. I like
Yee.
that.
Yeah,
Lee Jizzle, what's Jizzle one? What Jizzle prediction is?
I think the Bengals. I think the Bengals. I don't see the Niners gonna stop that.
Bengals.
Unless that defensive line play lights out in that game, then yeah. But I don't see how they can actually stop the wide receivers.
And I gotta need 2 new more partners in this stream because
They don't have with Mosley being out, with Mosley and Verrett being out. I don't see him actually stopping those wide receivers.
Okay.
Bengals.
Then another big this Sunday afternoon. This game should have been Sunday night. Bills Buccaneers.
Bills.
Bucks.
I'm gonna go to Bucks.
Bucks.
Bucks in Tampa. I'm gonna go to Bucks.
Bucks.
I gotta start betting now.
Then-
Why is that not a Sunday
Yeah,
night?
exactly. And then they have the Bears Packers Sunday night.
Packers.
Ask
Packers, of course.
Ask our caller.
Monique, what do you think about the Bears Packers?
Bears or Packers?
I think she said Packers.
But she ain't gonna put up on social.
I think she said Packers.
She ain't gonna go on
No, she
social
put
media like that thing.
take Panthers. She said
She said Bears plus. And then after the Monday night game, Rams Cardinals.
Cardinals.
That should have been a Sunday night game too.
Rams, Cardinals. Ooh.
Cardinals. What fucking woo? Cardinals.
Yeah.
Can the real Stafford stand up?
I'm gonna pick the Rams.
I'm picking the Rams for one.
I'm gonna pick the Rams.
Murray.
I'm gonna pick the Rams. I'm gonna make a statement. I'm gonna pick the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams.
If I could find Slim Shady song here.
Monique said Cardinals plus.
Thank you, Monique. At least somebody here got damn sense.
That
Somebody
means
here got sense.
She probably mean they're gonna cover.
What Monique say?
Is it
Cardinals?
Bears? She got Cardinals plus.
Nah.
I assure I don't retract. I
Nah. Even though I want to see that Zach Allen dance.
But he
You could bet.
And you could best believe Stafford get the sack up.
But another thing I read from on the Eagles page is that they were saying that the Eagles should actually trade away their 2 first-round picks. Trade away two of the 3 first-round picks and see if they could get more draft picks and not try to get Kenny Pickett or try to get a quarterback in the draft. But you
can build a team.
You can build a team, but you ain't sure if the quarterbacks coming up next year gonna be starting. Elite quarterbacks.
Will you read that? Can I will you read
I
that?
know, right? Right now, Kenny Pickett look like he can be a top 10 quarterback. He has the size, he has the arm. Only thing is, you have to make sure you have the right coaching staff around him. You can't do like what you did before the Wentz. If they're actually going to decide to draft a quarterback, if they actually decide they want to draft Kenny Pickett, because they have the ammunition to trade up and do it. If they don't get Deshaun Watson, so Kenny Pickett, he has the size.
Do you think Pickett can get picked in the top 10?
Yeah. Remember, look at the teams that are picking Sheedy.
They can pick in the top 10.
Yeah, Detroit got one quarterback.
He improved a lot from.
If they try picking 1 or 2, they ain't gonna draft him with the number 2 pick. He ain't want the number 2 pick. And that's what most analysts saying. Remember, if you look at the Texans and the Lions, 2 of them are most likely to want a quarterback because Davis Mills ain't the answer and Garfield a bit. But at picking at 1 and 2, Pickett isn't ranked as the number one prospect in that thing. He doesn't have that like Kyler Murray.
He doesn't have it.
He don't have that.
But we gonna wait. We gotta wait.
Again, this is the thing that kill these damn NFL teams and this bullshit. Oh, he ain't what number 1 pick. Is he number 1 for you? What's your number 1 pick? If the Detroit Lions get in that draft, What is their number one need right now?
But if you look at all most of the draft grades, right, for those prospects coming out, Pickett probably rank in the teens in terms of.
So
I
that should,
understand what you
so,
saying.
so,
I
so,
understand
so,
what you saying.
so should they trade down?
They
And
should.
Bryce Young,
They
another thing
should.
again, Bryce Young just wins Heisman. Just win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, but he
But
ain't
he
coming out.
coming out
He
this
ain't
year.
coming out.
He
He
come out
can't
this
come
year,
out.
right?
He ain't
Nah,
come.
he
No,
can't
no,
come
he's
out.
a
Right.
junior. He come out this
He's
year.
staying until next
Yeah.
year. So that's what they were saying. They were saying that the Eagles should wait until next year.
But
Trade these two.
They got Bryce Young and then the fellow from Ohio State, Stroud.
Stroud.
What about
He
and then the
ain't
fellow from Oklahoma too, right?
coming out neither. Stroud ain't coming out neither.
Yeah, none of them ain't coming out this year.
Right.
Stroud ain't
They
coming
got
out.
more upside than the other year. But do you think? But you see, if I'm a coach too, who says that the organization give me one whole year to just do nonsense and wait for a quarterback that other year? It's hard for a coach too that kind of on a hot seat, like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell can't say, well, none of these quarterbacks good right now. Let's wait on Stroud and Bryce Young to come out the other year. He might even last a year.
Right.
So
What Goff contract is with him?
he still got guarantees and that he still got big cap charge next year. So they can't
But
release.
who paying?
If
Who
they
paying for
release him,
that?
they
The
gotta
Rams
eat.
paying for that, or Detroit paying for that?
I think Detroit paying for the Rams
Detroit
give
paying
him
for it
some
right now.
extra first round picks
Yeah.
to pay for it. So because the Rams gave what do you call it? They gave the Lions Goff plus a first round pick.
Yeah.
Because they know it hard to trade that contract he had. So they had to put in the incentives. But they're saying 1 to 3, like, so we know the Lions and Texans going to be in the top 3 picks. They're saying it would be suicide to take Pickett in one of those things.
No,
It's no, because right now we know there's no surefire for the quarterbacks to actually pan out.
Right.
But Aiden Hutchinson will pan out. Kevin Thibodeau will pan out. You got to go to what you know can pan out. Those two are difference makers.
So you're telling me that the Lions will go up there and draft for Aiden Hutchinson? Because
They need somebody
he's a Michigan boy. So you're telling me Detroit. You're telling me the Lions will go up there and draft a goddamn defensive end?
Washington did it with Chase Young.
Yeah, but Washington in a kind of.
No, they need a quarterback too. It just don't make valuable sense in terms of the value to do it when you know Pickett and those guys aren't rated that high. You taking a huge gamble with Pickett, Malik Willis, all the others too. You taking a huge gamble with them.
So the best thing Detroit, what Detroit could do right now is watch to see what the Eagles doing. Right, they should watch what the Eagles doing. I still believe that the Eagles should do what KG keeps saying: is take them 2 first-round picks, trade them to Houston, and
get
for Deshaun Watson. Yeah,
Deshaun Watson.
But then we know Deshaun Watson going. We know he going. We know he getting traded.
And then what Detroit should do is see if them could shake off of that and get Hutz. If you can't find no damn quarterback right now, and if you don't trust no quarterback,
because look at it this way, Shane. Look at it this way: the Lions and the Houston, say with their draft picks that them got, if they can't trade the number 1 or number 2, if they can't trade them, I guarantee some of those quarterbacks that we talking about now gonna be right there in the second round. Cause they got the first 2 picks in the second round too. So
I mean,
I could take a flyer on a Carson Strong or what the one from Cincinnati is Riddle. Those guys in the second round and now waste that first round pick and to don't work out. Because
even if Pickett fall, I mean, we as the Eagles, if we don't get to pick up Deshaun Watson, we could actually stay there at our picks, draft defense with the first 2 picks. And then Pickett fall in the 20s, and then grab Pickett.
Even if Pickett don't fall, you still got Malik Willis. I don't trust his. But you see, if you're looking at it you see different evaluators look at it like Malik Willis got the most upside in terms of all the quarterback. He raw. Don't get me wrong, he raw. But most evaluators gonna tell you he got the highest ceiling of all of them. He just need a right to land in the right situation.
Right.
Pickett rise up the ranks with this senior season. He got all the stuff,
Yeah,
but
he got a size and he got an
right,
arm.
they're still looking at Malik Willis as somebody that give him a year or two, something like a Trey Lance, give him a year or two, and he'll blossom into something special. But is he worth a top 10 pick? Hell no.
No, he know what happened.
But he needs to come out of the first round. You ain't gonna get him in the second round. So if you could trade down into the teens, the value make more sense to pick him
Right,
there
exactly.
than to go and pick him at 5. You need to get a surefire thing with that top 5. You got to get something surefire. If you pick it in that top 5, you got to get an impact player. When
An
he
impact
comes
player,
in
a
now,
starting player,
he's
exactly.
gone. And
Yeah.
Shane watches Michigan. He know Aiden Hutchinson is that impact player. You got to pick him. If you can't trade out of the top 1, 2, or 3 and Aiden Hutchinson there, you have to pick him. You have to pick Thibodeau there. You have to pick Evan Neal there. You have to pick Hamilton there.
I think Aiden Hutchinson going Jets. That's my thing. That's my top.
But I see most marks got him as the what do you call it, the lineman from Alabama,
Alabama, Neil
the left tackle. Yeah, but they got 2 picks, and right now they're 2 picks in the first
in the first round. Right?
in the 210 in the top 10. But I think one of those picks are the Jamal Adams trade. So if the Seahawks keep winning, they're gonna eventually,
Drop out of 10.
yeah, they're gonna drop out. So right now the Giants got 2 picks in the top 10 right now. If the draft for the start today, they got one from last year from somebody.
Chance running back.
I think it was the Bears, but I think they got the Giants going
The
after
Giants
one.
need to build.
See, the Giants is a
Need to
sleeper
build
team
that
too.
offensive. They need to build that
The
offensive
line,
line.
but they also saying that the Giants could be
Team
a
of getting a
team
quarterback.
that get rid of
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones and start over too.
Daniel ain't playing bad.
But you see, again, David Gettleman gone this year, so you got
Right.
new GM.
You got
That new GM gonna want to bring in. He new head coach and he own player.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
may not want to bring in Daniel Jones and work with Daniel Jones. So then we gotta look at all those stuff at the end of the season now. What happening coaching wise, GM wise. They don't want to bring over things. They want to pick their person. So they say, if I fail with the person I pick.
Right.
I don't want to fail with somebody else's person.
Exactly.
So right now the Giants got 2 picks. They say one going to one of the drafts, the mocks I watched, they said one of them was going to pick it. But I just can't see the Giants doing it. They got more issues they got to start out too. So
they have to build that line. I don't understand how you could go to the draft and avoid the offensive line for so many years.
mm-hmm.
They don't draft offensive lineman. They don't like to. It's just not in
Yeah,
their
but you ain't gonna win game if you don't win games in the NFL if you don't have offensive line. If you don't have an offensive line.
So here watching on mock draft right now, the Lions schedule number 1, they go with Kayvon Thibodeau. That's the impact player. The Jacksonville, they go number 2, they go with Evan Neal, the offensive lineman. You got Houston at number 3, they go with Aiden Hutchinson. He's the impact player.
But they need a quarterback.
Houston, but you see again, is it value wise to pick it at number 3?
So
Not at number 3.
So what the fuck you gonna do? You're going there in next season right out with a fucking David Mills?
Or draft a quarterback later down the thing. You that top 3 you got to hit. You have to hit. It's too much of a risk to just go and leave it. Number 4, they got the Jets. They go with Derek Stingley, the cornerback from LSU. Number 5, the Jets again from the Seahawks. They go with George Karlaftis, or defensive end from Purdue. He position rank. No, he's a second position rank. He's a second defensive end. In Chicago. So that's actually the Giants pick now number 6 from Chicago. They go with Ikem Ekwonu, the offensive lineman.
You didn't need an offensive lineman.
Number 7, that's the Giants again. Their initial pick, Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame. Atlanta, number 8, goes with Kenny Pickett.
Whoa.
Sense.
So the person said the Falcons had an opportunity to add franchise quarterbacks last year, but didn't do it. If they do not get someone in the door soon, they're going to waste the rookie contract window of the Titan they were so eager to draft. So they're talking about picks.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that we need to talk about. Atlanta is more likely to pick
a quarterback too.
Matt Ryan's replacement
Yeah.
too. So they're
That's
8.
true,
Number
too.
9, Carolina. They got us going offensive lineman Charles Cross, makes a lot of sense. Minnesota at number 10. Ooh, this was before Minnesota had win. They got Minnesota going Matt Corral. I forgot about Matt Corral from Ole Miss, the quarterback
Yeah.
from Ole Miss. They're saying that it is not unrealistic the team might want to bring in a quarterback with a higher ceiling than Kirk Cousins. So see, New Orleans at number 11, they go with a wide receiver, Garrett Wilson from Ohio State. Philly at number 12, they go with Devin Lloyd, the linebacker from Utah.
100%.
Yeah, we need a linebacker bad.
100%.
Yeah, they said
Yeah, that would be a good pick.
They say with top edge rusher targets off the board, the Eagles address the second line of the defense with Lloyd, who is great getting off blocks and improving daily in pass coverage. Philly again, back to back. The guy you guys going with, the fella you was talking about, Shane, again from Alabama, Jameson Williams, the wide receiver.
Yes, please.
Another receiver again.
They said the Eagles made the right decision to pursue Devontae Smith. He has been sensational when given the opportunity, but they need more. In the event that Smith is unavailable, would the team be comfortable with Jalen Reagor or JJ Arcega-Whiteside? I highly doubt it. I am torn on the idea, but they say I am torn on the idea of adding another receiver to such a run-heavy team that has struggled to get the ball to Smith in recent weeks, but something has to give long-term. So he's saying that you need that other person that can do it too.
You need to pick up a veteran possession receiver.
Right, don't waste a draft pick on that.
You don't need to waste another draft pick and another receiver again. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Pick up a veteran. If you can get a veteran, at least two veteran wide receivers, go with that. In the meantime, but you don't need to waste first round picks and wide receivers again this year.
So like he said, he was torn on adding it, but he said just look at it long term.
But
14, okay, go ahead.
If it's the best player available, if he's the best player available, then yeah.
Yeah.
But if you could get another defensive player with a cornerback or safety, I'd rather go with that instead of another wide receiver.
But look how crazy it is. His position rank is second, right? His prospect rank, okay, whatever top 100 prospect, his prospect rank is 5th, you know. 5th.
But I mean,
I watch it.
Get another Alabama receiver, you know.
That's the same fellow you were talking about, Shane, that catching the slants and gone up.
That's another Alabama receiver, you know what I mean? But I mean, Alabama produces great receivers that can actually run routes, you know what I mean? Receivers.
See?
So, but I would rather have a defensive player instead of getting another wide receiver.
Right. They got Denver at 14 picking a linebacker. The Raiders at 15 picking a wide receiver. They got Cleveland picking a lineman at 17. They got Philly picking Kenyon Green, a lineman. He's the 3rd rank in the offensive lineman and prospect rank overall 13. He said, I have pretty consistently had Philadelphia taking a cornerback and a safety. In this version, they make it up to the first one without spending a first one pick on either position. The thought process is that because of their heavy zone scheme, it might make more sense to funnel assets to other positions. Man, are the players that warrant premier selection. That
he don't actually watch the Eagles.
This fella, in his old drafts, he had you going cornerback and safety strong, heavy.
Yeah.
He just changed it up in this one.
We need linebackers, cornerback, and safety. If we could get another elite cornerback opposite Darius Slay and a good safety and a linebacker who could actually play in the middle of the field, that'd be a solid team.
I just saw the 49ers, but forgetting I know picks us in the
No, we are in second round.
So you see, that's just one version of it, but if you go on other versions, it will change. And as the season goes on, I guarantee it's just gonna keep changing and keep changing and keep.
We gotta see what happened. I mean, I'm not saying, but we gotta see. So Monique asks, give me a total for Cowboys games. And she asked that a while ago.
As in what, the overall score?
I guess so.
What's
What their favorite?
What do you mean?
I would have to see what the favorite is.
Yeah.
What the spread is and what the overall points is. You should look for the overall points.
The Cowboys playing the football team. Cowboys favored by minus 4.5.
What the over under?
I would have to go into the thing.
Look at it.
That's too much. I don't think the Cowboys. That's too much. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna beat the damn Redskins by that much. Yeah.
Over under 48? No, it's like a combined score.
No, I talk about the spread.
The spread?
Yeah.
Well, plus or minus 4.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Plus or minus 4.5, that's a touchdown. With the offensive weapons that they have and the quarterback that they have, they should be able to beat the Redskins by a touchdown.
Yeah, see.
But I don't know if they're gonna go over 48.5. They might, it could be. That's what, 24 points each?
I don't see that high.
I don't see them going over 48.5. Is it a division game? Is probably going to be a tight game. It's probably going to be like 40, 42.5 or less than that. I know it's a short again, but it's a division game. Division games are iffy. And being that the Redskins aren't a bad team. They got good defense. The ain't a bad team neither. They got good. They got good team.
You're using this word "should" too much.
That like the other week he like this should, he like this if, and all kind of shit he be using out here.
It's the NFL.
If and should.
NFL. A lot of teams we thought would have beaten some of these slouch teams, but anything can happen. The Falcons might roll in and beat the Panthers. You know?
Colt McCoy start, and I said the 49ers were going to win.
Right, you know what I mean? Exactly. So I actually think it's gonna be over, and I think it's gonna be 40. But I think the Cowboys will win by touchdown.
I actually think I actually pick Washington.
Yeah, you did pick Washington.
You pick Washington.
I think it's gonna be 28-27.
I think
so you're actually going. So you're saying they're going over 48? They're going over 48?
Yeah, of course.
So they'll score 55.
We can say what you want about Heineken.
So you're going to score 55 points?
They're gonna score points.
So you say Heineken will put up 27 points and 28 points.
28-27. Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
17-14.
No. That's too sharp. That's too small.
17-14.
24-14.
Okay, 27-24.
24-14.
That's too much, shit.
24-14 Cowboys.
27-24.
17-14.
24-14 Cowboys.
You guys gotta give this Washington some credit to him. Washington come there and trade the Buccaneers, trade the Panthers. You guys give this thing to.
You just going out kind of trade your ass, but if you can trade that Cowboys.
I didn't expect that.
What happened when look at when they played the Raiders.
Them were tired from the West Coast trade.
No. I mean, they win, but I mean, at the same time, it was what a 14-17, a 15-14 victory or some nonsense.
Something like that, 17-14 or 16-14,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, everybody got a bad game. Remember the Cowboys had lose 1-0 to the Broncos, and everybody got a bad game.
That's true too.
Remember the 49ers had lose to the Cardinals and then play Colt McCoy.
He get kicked out here.
Actually, what's the shape of Italy?
See, Monique got my back. She said, "Don't mind them." She got my back.
Hmm.
The last stuff that goes on in the NFL.
La-
That's where you
la-
play on Sunday. Every
long,
Sunday you play.
long tails tomorrow. Long damn tails tomorrow.
But if the Panthers lose tonight, do you actually think I crush?
You are crushed, yes? I guarantee you cussed from time when the clock start till freaking
Yeah, I
three
want
back.
them to win, but if I lose it, the draft pick just got higher.
KG. 8 o'clock when we
So
come back on tomorrow night. When we come back on this
it's
show tomorrow night,
it's
if
a
them damn
win-win
Panthers, if
situation.
them Panthers don't win tomorrow and we come on the show, he can have a sheet on their head.
I think
No,
it would be how they lose. You know what I mean? If they get blown,
exactly. It
if they get
depends.
blown,
If I get embarrassed, then I'll be angry. But if
right,
it was a
exactly.
game day and a lot, I mean, the first thing I do whenever the Panthers lose is check the draft position. That's the first thing I do. See who above we win that we could jump ahead for that higher draft pick.
Right. I don't want the Eagles to make the playoffs. You know what I
Not
mean? To
this
get what to
year.
get what
It's like this year. I don't
because
want.
if the Eagles make the playoff, they'll get the number seven seed, which means that they will have to play the Packers. You know what I mean? They will get washed up by Aaron Rodgers and Devante Adams. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see that.
My thing is with the Panthers. I can't. It hurt me to see that the Panthers got a number 3 defense in the
Defense.
entire league. So my thing as a Panthers fan is you just wasted number 3 defense in the entire league. That's why that get me so upset. You wasted number 3 defense. I guarantee next year you're not gonna get a number 3 defense. It's gonna be hard to sustain because you got Dante Jackson, Gilmore, a lot of them out, the free agents. So you just wasted number 3 defense in the entire league. Or number 2, it could be number 2, I think.
I think they were betting on Sam Darnold.
Well, they were hoping Joe Brady and Matt Rule would
They
change
were
their
betting on
career.
Sam Darnold.
How the hell you from the betting on
But
Sam?
but but like Shreedy said before, you know what I mean? How you bet on a quarterback, but your offensive line is horrible.
Exactly.
You know
And
what I mean?
look, I could say what I want about Donald, but sometimes when he had time, he was making good shows. But the line, shit, this line ain't just bad, you know. This line is horrendous.
You remember how bad Philadelphia offensive line was last year?
Yeah, that it was. Look, we
Probably
play
the
what?
same thing right now.
Look, we 5-7, right?
The Eagles probably had what 10 to 15 different offensive line combinations. You understand? I tell you?
We 5-7. We got somebody on our line named Michael Jordan. You would think that he's Air Jordan. They must have just signed he to hope he's Air Jordan. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
You have to have continuity on that offensive line. If you don't
You
have
have
that,
to.
you will not win games in the NFL. You will not.
You have to. The line makes a difference. You have to invest in your line.
You still have offensive line to make closer quarterback money. You know? Them left tackles and the right tackles will make closer quarterback money. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy that we find a way to develop Jared Mailata.
That's not bad, man.
My line ain't just
And Dickerson looking good. Jack Driscoll looking good too. So, because Lane Johnson right now getting old. Brandon Brooks, he look like he can't play no more. Every year he got a torn ACL, torn Achilles. You know what I mean? So he can't play no more. Jason Kelsey, I mean, he's a stud. Every year he coming back at the age of 34, 36 and still look like an all-pro. But eventually he gonna get tired. He gonna retire. So
well, the same
we got
can sign. The same can sign Armstead next year. Hopefully, we could take him up, get something with him. What he like 33, 34, so you could only hold he like 2 years,
right.
or 1 year. Cause he keep his body in shape, but
I think
it's about time the Panthers decide to invest in linemen and let them grow. Look, we could say what you want, right? But look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs sent out a rookie, and he ranked number 1 in the entire league in terms of PFF. Then the right guard is Trey Smith in the 6th round of Tennessee, and he ranked top 10.
And David go find them centers, you know. And David was
Exactly.
one who draft. And David draft Jason Kelsey, you know.
But this is what I'm saying.
He could find an offensive lineman too.
If the Chiefs could do it, why we can't do it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So I mean, that's why the Panthers are where they are. They neglect very important stuff. I blame the quarterback for their mishap. I blame Joe Brady for their mishap. But not everything falls on them. One of our biggest issues is the line, and if that line doesn't do good, we are never ever going to win.
So I got a question for you. When you can take these shades off?
Check me tomorrow, depending on the result. If we get embarrassed tomorrow, I guarantee I'll find one of those paper, the brown paper bag, then I'll cut the noise out and put it on my head like what the Lions are doing. I
With a
go
happy
put that
face?
on. Yeah,
With a
no,
happy
no,
smile?
sad face. I can do a sad face. I'll put the paper bag with a sad face. That's if we get embarrassed. Tomorrow, if we win, I gonna be playing that song, win, 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 with my jersey on, my shades on. The shades I always got to stay on right now, Sheen. They have to stay on. I don't want nobody to see no tear fall off my eye when I talk about Carolina. So I got to keep the shades on right now.
I got something. I got something for you.
Wow.
I got something for you because you just harassed me all damn.
Zach Allen?
Fucking harass. Alright,
Look at the Zach Allen dance, KG.
Just got to take some easy completions and move on.
Lance in trouble and
Look at the dance.
by Zach Allen.
Shit, you can't say nothing about that dance. That dance is elite.
Yeah. Stupid shit.
Shit, that dance is elite. You don't need nothing else but that dance. Zach Allen.
All right, so I think we had a good preview.
Yep.
KG on the bye, so he gonna be chilling. He gonna probably be laughing at me tomorrow.
Relaxation by week.
He gonna be laughing at me tomorrow. Shit, I gonna cuss. I gonna cuss.
Well, I got in touch with man says all about the lads. So I'll be very level-headed tomorrow.
Pray for me.
I'll be very level-headed tomorrow and just ask myself.
Before 2:00.
Yeah. No. I'll be level-headed throughout the whole game.
Because after 2:00, it's over.
No.
Loosen find the place after 2:00.
I'll be very level-headed tomorrow. Because like I said, it's kind of like a win-win situation. But win the game. But you see, the thing is, the Panthers dig themselves so bad, dig a grave so bad. Like we what you call it? We lose the entire NFC East.
Yeah.
Just look at it. Then we lose to the Vikings.
Yeah.
So look, we lose to everybody in the NFC East and the Vikings, and coincidentally, that's the main teams that are fighting for a playoff spot. Only person we play is the 49ers, but outside of that, that's how crazy it is. So like we gotta be begging for people to lose to actually get in the playoffs.
Get the playoffs.
So you may as well get like a top 6 pick, trade that down to like 13th where you could pick up some more. Remember, I ain't watching the draft with I on the Friday. I don't have a second or third pick. I'd rather go down the road and drink. I don't have a pick, so don't ask me to stay here and watch.
No, you gotta watch the draft first because so that mean what? So I shouldn't watch the draft with I Thursday night? I ain't gonna force
I ain't expecting you to be there.
No.
The first round is always elite. You have to watch the first round. But the second and third round is elite too, and I ain't got no pick in it. I'm not watching it.
You might trade up.
Where we gonna get it from? Where the ammunition is?
McCaffrey?
They got big prediction that McCaffrey get dealt on draft day.
Wow. To who?
Somebody that gonna want it. Somebody that gonna win no.
He healthy, right? I don't know. I wouldn't draft him.
But you see, you're banking on if he stays healthy, he's gonna make your team a damn good team.
I don't like that bank. You're talking to the 49ers. We bank on a lot of unhealthy players.
But that's just the game. Cause look, no, you think anybody had thought Derrick Henry getting injured this year? Derrick Henry is a beast. You see training videos and everything. You can't go there and think that.
Well, at least we know he's human.
Exactly. So you can't go there and think that next year that can happen.
Look at preseason, not preseason, before the off season. Saquon Barkley, they showing he damn muscles. They're bigger than my goddamn cock.
Yeah, but he got offensive line to run behind.
But look at him. So that got anything to do with the injury?
Well, that's so, but
He come out there showing off.
He injury prone too, yeah.
He damn legs big like tree trunks.
He injury prone. I think he hasn't been healthy since by his rookie season.
He's sophomore season.
His sophomore season.
Yeah.
So I mean,
show he video there where he legs them big like tree trunks and then can't make it past a damn season for the last full 3 seasons.
Yeah.
No man, you go say with that. All right, well, time will tell tomorrow. We'll see if the Panthers and the Niners get 2 wins, like we predicted. We gotta see if the Bears win the game, Monique. I ain't with you on that one.
But that's in the night. That's in the night. We can watch that game one day on our show.
We'll see the Cowboys beat the Redskins.
That'll be a good one.
We'll see who wins that game.
That'll be a good one. Yeah, good one. KG was a little shaky on the Houston Seahawks game, you know. I think you only want to see Seahawks because you feel a little bit of pressure, you know.
I want to see Seahawks, but I wasn't too sure about. I ain't too sure about Russell still, you know.
Russell ain't himself. Even against us, that game.
But the thing is that the game in Seattle, I think so.
We'll see. All right. Any final words?
See you guys tomorrow.
That's about it for now. See you fellas tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock after the 1 and the 4:25 games. We'll be here live while the 8 o'clock game is going on. Monique, hope you join us for your Bears team.
We'll see. We'll either see tears or laughter.
All right, family. Take care. Peace.
All right. Peace out.
All right.